15 Stoic Lessons to Master Your Mind and Transform Your Life. Your mind is the most powerful tool you possess as a human being. It governs all your actions and has the ability to alter your perception of reality. The Stoics emphasized the importance of mastering your mind and its connection to living a virtuous and stoic life. In this video, we will explore 15 Stoic lessons to help you master your mind. Before we begin, I'd like to express my gratitude for watching. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more life-changing Stoic content. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated. 1. Use adversity as fuel. When you encounter hardships and failures, let them motivate you to grow stronger rather than becoming discouraged. Transform disadvantages into advantages. As Marcus Aurelius said, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Treat setbacks and mistakes as opportunities to refine your approach rather than reasons to give up. Ask yourself reflective questions. What can I learn from this? How can I improve? Where is the opportunity for self-correction and growth? Additionally, avoid complacency during peaceful times. Let the possibility of future challenges motivate you to prepare and appreciate what you have. Train and plan as if difficulties could arise at any moment. Never become too comfortable. As Seneca said, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Of course, after major setbacks, take time to grieve and acknowledge the loss. But then shift your focus to the future. How can you channel the pain into increased wisdom to keep progressing? Let hardship forge you. The obstacles we believe hinder us often provide the resistance to push us further once embraced. Each adversity overcome increases your strength and resilience. Use challenges to your advantage, let them fuel your best self. 2. Pursue virtue, not pleasure. Take notice when you act solely to experience immediate gratification. While momentary enjoyment has its place, make it occasional rather than the focus of your life. Moderation, not excess, enables sustainable happiness. Instead, devote your precious time and energy to worthwhile endeavors aligned with your highest values, creating beauty, helping others, learning, and connecting deeply. These bring profound meaning. As Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Of course, take pleasure in eating well, laughter with friends, and restorative leisure, but make sure these activities are fueled by and fuel your purpose. Don't waste long hours chasing ephemeral pleasures. True fulfillment comes from excelling at moral virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. Developing these requires patience and work, but their joy is lasting. Quick fixes fade. To master your mind, subordinate superficial desires to your best self. Pleasure passes, wisdom and character remain. Keep your mind steadfastly oriented toward virtue, not fleeting gratification. 3. Manage expectations. Reflect on times when your suffering came from unrealistic expectations, demanding perfect health, success, or treatment by others. Challenges are guaranteed, expecting otherwise is fantasy. But expecting bumps in the road allows for patience. Of course, pursue ambitious goals, but hold them lightly, remaining flexible in your approach. Avoid rigid attachment to specific visions. Adapt artfully when life inevitably has other plans. See setbacks as feedback. Also, check unrealistic expectations of yourself or others. Progress happens slowly, in fits and starts. Be compassionate with flaws and missteps as you grow. Let kindness temper standards. With balanced expectations, you roll with life's ups and downs smoothly. Neither failure nor success shatters you when you expect both to arise naturally. Equanimity comes from anticipating reality. Mastering your mindset requires seeing the world clearly, even when hardships become easier to face. Maintain realistic optimism by distinguishing between external and internal factors. Focus on nurturing your inner qualities rather than seeking validation from outside sources. Remember that your thoughts and character are within your control, unlike external circumstances such as career or appearance. Seek to improve external aspects ethically but without becoming emotionally attached. True serenity comes from mastering your inner world, not trying to control unpredictable external events. Learn to manage negative emotions by approaching them with reason and wisdom, rather than suppressing or being overwhelmed by them. Reframe setbacks as opportunities for growth and focus on constructive solutions. Cultivate contentment by limiting desires and finding richness in personal development rather than material possessions. Embracing and valuing the simple pleasures that life offers to everyone is essential. When you find yourself yearning for things that are not truly necessary, take a moment to pause and consider how these desires might lead to excess rather than genuine satisfaction. If you do achieve these desires, reflect on the importance of virtue and service over mere consumption. It is certainly commendable to set lofty goals and imagine new possibilities for your future, but it is crucial to pursue these ambitions for the sake of personal growth and contributing to the world, rather than simply feeding an insatiable appetite for more. The underlying motivation is what truly matters. The more desires you have, the greater the frustration you may experience when life inevitably falls short of meeting them all. However, by learning to want less, you may discover that abundance is already present in your life. Next, let's consider the relationship between ourselves and nature. Struggling against the natural order often leads to distress, while aligning ourselves with it can foster a sense of harmony. Think about what truly supports your health, growth, and overall well-being. Prioritize nourishing foods, meaningful work, and loving relationships over superficial pursuits. Additionally, it is important to minimize pollution and the destruction of our natural environment. By consuming less, generating less waste, and protecting ecosystems, you can tread lightly on this earth. Choosing sustainable practices not only benefits the planet but also brings peace of mind. Observe the natural cycles that govern our lives, such as the changing seasons, the cycle of day and night, and the inevitability of aging and impermanence. Instead of resisting these natural rhythms, learn to flow with them. Make time for rest and rejuvenation, and gracefully accept the passing of each season in your life. As Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, strive to live in harmony with nature rather than attempting to impose your will on it. Accept both the gains and losses that life presents with equanimity, and adapt flexibly to the unfolding journey of life. Resisting the fundamental nature of existence only leads to frustration, while embracing what aligns with the natural order can bring serenity and wisdom. Furthermore, it is vital to focus on your character. Cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation can lead to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Your character is far more significant than your external reputation or accolades. Take the time to reflect on your principles and how you embody them in your everyday actions. Conduct an honest self-assessment to identify areas where you can demonstrate greater integrity, helpfulness, and resilience. Set daily intentions to lead by example, focusing less on instructing others and more on modeling virtuous behavior. As Marcus Aurelius stated, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. When faced with decisions, consider how your choices reflect on your character rather than merely the potential for fame or status. While it is natural to take pride in hard-earned achievements, make the cultivation of your inner excellence your top priority. Stay humble and engage in good deeds without seeking recognition. In all your endeavors, protect and purify your moral purpose, fortifying it against the storms of life. A strong character can withstand the fluctuations of fortune, so continue to strive for alignment between your actions and your wisdom. Lastly, cultivate an internal locus of control. This perspective emphasizes that you have the power to influence outcomes through your choices and actions. In contrast, an external locus of control leads to the belief that results are dictated by outside forces, rather than your own self-determination. Regularly reflect on how your future is shaped by the thoughts and actions you take each day. Even in challenging times, you possess the ability to navigate your inner journey mindfully. Avoid making sweeping statements like "my boss makes me miserable" or "my ex ruined my life," as these externalize your sense of agency. Remember, you always have the power to choose how you perceive and respond to situations. While external factors do exist, fixating on them can foster a sense of helplessness. Instead, concentrate on what you can control: your habits, thoughts, and actions. This shift in focus can also alleviate anxiety, as you can take proactive steps regarding internal factors to guide your life in a positive direction. While having an internal locus of control does not guarantee flawless outcomes, it empowers you to continue learning and improving based on your own efforts and decisions. Story 11. Reflect on mortality. Taking time to reflect on your own mortality, embracing the concept of memento mori, or remembering that you will one day die, can offer a powerful perspective that helps calm anxiety and encourages you to live with greater intention. When we acknowledge the reality of death, it puts everything else into perspective. Life is fleeting, and none of us know how many days we have left. The inevitability of death is a universal truth. It comes for everyone, regardless of status or circumstance. Rather than letting this fact fill you with fear, let it inspire you to live passionately and purposefully right now, instead of waiting for the perfect moment or ideal conditions. Don't delay what truly matters. Imagine yourself at the end of your life. What kind of story would you want to look back on? What would make your life feel meaningful? When you keep your own mortality in mind, your core values become clearer, and you're more likely to focus on what's truly important, making a positive impact, sharing love, and cultivating awareness. Legacy and contribution start to matter more than chasing after fleeting comforts or distractions. Make it a daily habit to remember that, while death is certain, each day is filled with possibility. By anchoring yourself in the reality of mortality, you clear away the clutter and can fully appreciate the preciousness of life. Death, when viewed with wisdom, offers perspective, not despair, and helps you make the most of your limited time. Story 12. Build resilience. Just as physical muscles need regular resistance to grow stronger, our minds and hearts are strengthened by facing and overcoming challenges. Instead of shying away from difficulties, try to embrace them as opportunities for growth. Choose to pursue growth over comfort. Think of it as running uphill rather than coasting downhill. Push yourself to get comfortable with discomfort, and ask yourself, what kinds of challenges would help me become stronger? When you encounter obstacles, remind yourself that these are the very experiences that will help you develop resilience, patience, and courage. Approach hardships with grace, allowing them to build your inner strength, much like how lifting weights tears and then rebuilds muscle fibers. When setbacks occur, persist with determination instead of giving up at the first sign of trouble. Remember that real growth takes time and sustained effort. Picture yourself as a sturdy oak tree, able to withstand storms, rather than a fragile blade of grass. Of course, it's important to recognize your limits and take time to rest and reflect, but make it a habit to regularly challenge yourself. Over time, you'll internalize the belief that you're capable of more than you once thought. Each new challenge becomes a chance to expand your abilities. Meet every threshold with the confidence that you are up to the task. Life's trials are the perfect resistance needed to help you grow stronger. Story 13. Serve others. Helping others is a powerful way to find meaning and gain perspective, especially when you're feeling caught up in minor worries. Look for ways that your unique talents and life experiences can be used to make a positive difference. Even small acts of kindness, like offering a smile or a listening ear, can brighten someone's day. Consider what wisdom or support you can offer to those around you, whether they're struggling financially, emotionally, or in other ways. Reach out with compassion and encouragement, without judgment. Sometimes, simply being present and listening can be a tremendous gift. Serving others helps you step outside your own concerns and see what truly matters, especially when you're faced with life's essentials, such as caring for a sick friend or volunteering in a community in need. While it's important to take care of yourself, try not to become trapped in constant self-focus. Regular acts of service can greatly expand your sense of purpose and fulfillment. Wise people understand that life's greatest joys are multiplied when shared with others. Ask yourself, who could use your help today, and how can you support them? The rewards of service are immeasurable. Story 14. Master yourself first. Before you try to change others, focus on improving your own habits and addressing your own shortcomings. Lead by example, letting your actions speak louder than criticism. When you find yourself irritated by someone else's mistakes or flaws, pause and turn your attention inward. Ask yourself how you can embody the qualities, such as patience or kindness, that you wish to see in others. Before offering advice or correction, consider whether you are demonstrating excellence in the very area you're concerned about. This self-mastery not only makes you a more effective leader and role model, but also fosters greater understanding and empathy in your relationships. As you strive to inspire others, it's essential to ensure that your own conduct aligns with the advice you offer. This means leading by example, as Marcus Aurelius so aptly put it. Don't just talk about the virtues you believe in, demonstrate them through dedicated practice, even when it's challenging. By doing so, you'll not only become a more effective teacher but also earn the respect and credibility that comes from self-mastery. Before approaching others, take the time to reflect on your own actions and make sure you're walking the talk. Consistently demonstrating the principles you wish to see in others will grant you the power to uplift and inspire them. By refining yourself into the change you seek, you'll become a beacon of hope and a shining example for others to follow. To live deliberately, it's crucial to take time for presence and principle-based decisions. Pause frequently throughout the day to check in with yourself and ensure that your actions align with your highest values. Don't let inertia dictate your choices, make active decisions that align with your purpose. Before making important decisions or engaging in interactions, take the time to center yourself. Come fully into the present moment and respond thoughtfully, based on wisdom rather than impulsive emotion. When you notice yourself rushing through activities, slow down and engage fully, allowing yourself to enjoy the process and tap into your creativity. Balance structure with flexibility and avoid living on autopilot. Keep asking yourself if you're living deliberately, staying conscious in each moment, and making choices that align with your best self. This requires effort, but it unlocks great opportunities and allows you to discern which actions align with your highest values and which lead astray. The undisciplined mind is prone to being pushed and pulled by external forces, but the mastered mind moves from its center, reclaiming its sovereignty. To live by design rather than default, it's essential to practice presence and make conscious choices. If you've resonated with these Stoic lessons, feel free to start a discussion in the comments. I welcome Stoic discussions, as they are what the great Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca advised for. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and hit the bell to stay updated on future videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope you find peace and serenity in the Stoic ways.